Hello everyone, and welcome to Call of Cthulhu. Disregard the fact that it says player instead of my Steam name. And yeah. So, lots of people have been playing this recently. Some of them don't even know the Cthulhu mythos. Which makes me sad. Like, I've heard comments like, oh well, obviously we're gonna be fighting Cthulhu at the end. No, it doesn't work that way. Even just being in the mere presence of Cthulhu would make you basically, like, jump off into the ocean, impale yourself on that rock, or run screaming as your mind deteriorated beyond repair. But yeah, I've been waiting for this for a while. There's no settings. Hopefully they were fine-ish. Controls are a bit, well, there's light, there's net light, there's previous light. So apparently there's a bunch of light. I was tempted to make it the flashlight button, but it's fine. Whole lot of, not sure how to describe that sound. Oh, there's a lot of inhuman screaming in the background. Fun times. Anyway, let's begin. Edward Pierce, a veteran of the First World War, drowns his memories in liquor and sleeping pills. Probably not a good idea. He is now a private detective who has trouble finding a case, able to lift him from his torpor. Pierce must find a new case quickly, or risk losing his license. And so begins Chapter 1. As it takes a while to load because my computer is so outdated. Hopefully I'm able to actually run this. Oh, so this game is very green. Well, it's more of a tealish green, but still. It's very teal green. Enter madness. If I am mad, it is mercy. May the gods pity the man who is in his callousness. Who in his callousness can remain sane to the hideous end. H.P. Lovecraft. See what I mean about being green? That's a lot of fish, and sharks, and guts, and more fish, and more fish guts. I'm sure it smells wonderful. So, here's the thing that bothers me though, is oh god, there is motion blur at times. There's no option to turn off the motion blur. There are a bunch of sharks. Oh boy, are those sharks. Those are herp. Yeah, that's gonna be fun. so we need something to get through them. Left control, not C. That one's also chained. Let's line up some things to counter darkness. Once we obtain a hurricane, it is also green. Everything is green. I'm sure things will be fine. Oh yeah, of course. Can't forget that. Boat cars, because you know, we need to cut the boat. The chain. So here's the thing. I already know most of this because, well, I've seen quite a few parts of the intro from new people, because everyone's doing this game. But now then,
in my wake, pulled along, fate inescapably draws you on.
Cthulhu, Dagon. I'm gonna guess. No, if it's Cthulhu, I'd be going insane. My mind would be dripping out my nose, probably. Could it be Dagon? But this is called Cthulhu, not In's mouth, so. Could be Cthulhu.
What a putrid offering.
Or it could be neither of them. Could just be voices in my head.
Don't fight. You have been chosen.
Never a good idea when it silent tells you to run. Nothing to loot. Yeah, very kill-ish green.
Behold. Everything has already been written. But perhaps you will attempt to change your destiny.
Actually, we were dreaming.
I hate whiskey.
Wonderful. So, the Pearson Investigations Agency, my private detective agency, contracted the Wentworth Detective Agency. After the Great War, I decided to set up in Boston, where there was no lack of work for guys like me. One small-time case follows the other. Adultery, settled scores. Disappearances are not actually disappearances. That would offer couches less comfortable than a real bed, and I should probably get rid of these empty bottles. But this place is mine for the moment. So, stuff. The doctor can well repeat to me that I no longer need my I can't read. Remedy to keep my memories at bay, but I know that if I stop, the memories will return. One of these mornings I probably won't wake up. Despite the treatment, I can hear voices in my dreams, but they are different, unknown. They seem to surface from unfathomable and ancient depths. What nameless creature is calling me? Also, this game is sort of an RPG. We basically have, I want to say tabletop rules. Which basically means if we run into an eldritch horror, Our sanity is probably going to suffer major penalties. Speaking of sanity. Confident your appearance in your Cartesian mind. You conduct your investigation by sticking to the facts, your conventions, and your perception of reality. Your conclusions are logical and reliable, because we're stable. So, our mental trauma, because sanity. Also liar. My old liar that great memory of the infantry division. And the men in... Wait, I can't even read half that. And the men of the lost battalion fell. Huh. It's like I can't read half that because it's off the screen. Anyway, let's look around.
The Lost Battalion. Holding your position and obeying orders. That isn't courage. I used to be an avid reader.
Well, there you
The
go.
Wentworth Agency doesn't attract top-notch cases.
So basically, we're a detective from an agency that isn't the best agency.
I have business here to attend to.
Yeah, it's like looking at stuff. Like these.
Married woman runs off with her girlfriend. The husband couldn't understand it.
Husband never understood his wife had left him. Kept on calling me weeks after the investigation had been closed. Apparently we obtained that for some reason.
A good old story of blackmail in a speakeasy.
Bar knew we didn't like the way I closed this case, but when you're already outside the bar, it's not a lot one can do against a private detective who's got proof against you.
Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology. Natural sciences, linguistics. I should get rid of all this stuff. I should get rid of all this stuff.
It's like, what are you trying to get at? Stuff about crime? I don't know. How's this music trying to get me copyright flag? That's where I found your destiny. Fun times.
Been a while since I jotted down something other than my nightmares.
You say that, but yet we didn't jot down anything new. Don't have an inventory. Or knowledge of things. Don't know anything about dark water yet. Okay.
I wonder why I still take these things.
Doctors prescribed them when I returned from the war. Swore that they would put an end to the nightmares, but for a while now, that effect has been wearing off.
I used to be an avid reader.
I feel like I'm missing something. Badger's right there on the trail. I can't pick it up.
I have business here to attend to.
No, what? They're not gonna let me pick it up. Oh, I'm thinking too far ahead. What's this? Enough. The game is saved.
I'm listening.
Are you Edward Pierce, private investigator contracted by the Wentworth Detective Agency?
That's correct.
Hello, Mr. Pierce. Sherifield, in charge of investigators over at Wentworth. I'm calling because of a problem with your file. A fire has destroyed some of our documents.
Is that right?
I'm so very sorry, but I have to collect your personal information yet again.
So now then, allocate your character points. Each character point allows you to improve the score of a skill. Okay, so we have eloquence. Eloquence represents your ability to influence those you talk to by your power speech. Improving the skill increases your chance of convincing or manipulating during discussions. Strength. Strength represents your ability to calm your physical power. Improving the skill increases your chances of forcing doors and mechanisms, or of using violence, physical or verbal, during interactive discussions. Yeah, apparently having... I guess, yeah, it would make you more buff, so you would be more verbally threatening. Makes sense. Okay. Investigation. Investigation represents your investigating talents. Improving the skill increases your chance of understanding past events by analyzing crime scenes, or an object, and picking locks. Spot hidden represents your ability to find hidden objects. Improving the skill increases your chance of finding hidden objects. An undiscovered object will not appear in-game. Well, that's a bit bullshit, isn't it? So basically, there could be like a shiny coin somewhere in this corner. And without spot hidden, you would never see this shiny coin. Points. Psychology represents your knowledge of human behavior. Improving the skill increases your chance of understanding the motivations of a person based on his or her behavior or an analysis of objects. So eloquence and psychology would go together pretty well, I would think. Occultism. Occultism represents your knowledge of the occult sciences. Improving the skill increases your chance of determining the use and origin of occult artifacts, and of expressing your knowledge of the myth. And then there's medicine. Medicine represents your medical knowledge. Improving the skill increases your chance of determining the dosage of a drug, of making a diagnosis, or expressing your understanding of a medical problem. Okay, well, we have 8 points. Gotta go with that, cause I want to be able to spot hidden things. Now then, we have 6 points. We could go medicine and occult. Could go eloquence and medicine. Depends. I don't know if I'm going to need occultism that early in the game. I think I'll raise that. Well. We have nothing in occultism. Really should work on that bit. Oh, so these ones here, well, first I have to validate. Yes.
Thank you for this information, Mr. Pierce. Our files will soon be up to date. And on a related matter, may I raise a sensitive question?
What's wrong?
As you know, we wish to closely monitor the progress of our contractors. And it would seem you've been accepting fewer new cases.
Work is scarce.
Mr. Pierce, you know as well as I do, there's never been more investigative work than now.
But are those cases worth it?
They're worth not losing your license. Show yourself worthy of the Wentworth Detective Agency, and we might keep you on the payroll. Mr. Pierce, are you still...
I'm coming.
Also, I believe we're like, what was it, Jonathan Reed from Vampire? I think that's the voice actor.
Sir, I came here on the advice of a person
Same
whom I
voice
hold in
actor.
high esteem, and I must say that I expected anything but a drunkard's lair.
You're free to leave anytime, sir.
Do you know to whom you speak?
Stephen Webster, industrialist and art collector. All of Boston knows you.
Tell me, Mr. Pierce, are you capable of handling a new case, or are you simply a deadbeat inebriate?
If you come to me, it means you're desperate.
Nobody believes me. They take me for an old fool. Sarah, my little girl, she is dead. Even you must know of her. She was Sarah Hawkins.
The painter? Yes. Everyone knows her work.
The police accuse her of killing her family. They all died in a fire. Sarah, her husband, and Simon, my grandson.
I can't do anything for a woman who is
I
already
didn't
dead.
realize moving my
Find out the
field
truth.
back on things.
They say she was mad, but I know that's a lie. She would never have done such a thing.
But if you have no proof...
I've brought all that I have. Look. I want you to look carefully at this painting. Tell me all the assumptions that come to mind.
What am I supposed to
Sleepy
find?
cold.
Tell me if this is the work of madness,
Of course it is.
or if, on the contrary, you manage to detect some logic, a rationality to follow so that I may understand it.
Is that all you want from me?
Yes, please.
All right. I'll look at your picture. That's all you've got? The painting?
I placed a file on your desk. It contains everything I have on the affair.
Whoa. I think the motion blur, I guess, was mostly just during the whole cave sequence. I'm trying to figure out how to open everything, but yeah. Okay, here's what... Yeah, these things. The medicine and card skills can only be improved by objects discovered in the environment. They say that, but yet we put points into, I guess, after the whole starting part. So we're going to need a bunch of occult things to raise our occultism, I would assume. Anyway, what do we have here?
A warehouse on Darkwater. Some sketches of the Hawkins family. Rather thin.
Shipping labor somewhere is unreadable, but I can make out part of the address. Warehouse 36, Darkwater. The police report says that the fire started in the dining room and claimed the whole family. The police decide on a domestic accident, but they nevertheless insist on Sarah Hawkins' mental fertility. Why? A press cutting. An article written about the marriage of Sarah and Charles Hawkins, a businessman from the island Darkwater. They have a recluse life there with their only son, Simon. I don't think, can I rotate this? God, it's a bit difficult to rotate. It's like yeah, I have to go all the way through my screen. I have to hold.
There's this symbol on the man's chest. It's as if Sarah Hawkins breathed a message into it.
So, Mr. Pierce, what do you make of these elements?
To make all, I have to press J and examine it further. Well, firstly,
The sender's label mentions Warehouse 36.
That's right. It came with Sarah's last painting.
And you think your daughter could have been the sender?
That is what you must find out. Go to Darkwater. Find Warehouse 36.
well, you obviously shouldn't take this painting like that.
The meaning could be exactly as it appears. I think your daughter is sending you a message.
That's what I believe, too.
Not sure what sort
It was
of
3 months ago that I received the call from the police telling me of my daughter's death. And yet a short while after, this painting was delivered to my home. The painting is linked to this case, can't you see? You must find the meaning behind all this.
So, 3 months ago, yet you're... I guess he probably looked to source for... Still, it's quite a while before coming to a private detective, I guess. But I guess he went through all the other sources for the rest of the 3 months before resorting to me.
You must tell me if what the police suggest about the mental state of your daughter is true.
No. Sarah had visions. Everyone knew that. She never would have hurt a fly. She only thought she saw things.
Saw things? What do you mean by that?
I never knew what she meant by that. My
Well,
daughter
that's
was
not
an
helpful.
enigmatic figure, Mr. Pierce. You must find out the truth about her life and death.
Her husband was a big deal on the island. But the police are sticking to the accident theory. Though they mentioned Sarah's mental state was fragile. I believe you are right, sir. This case is not as simple as it appears.
I am aware of that. I believe there is more to this case than just an accident.
Darkwater. Never heard of the place. Where is that?
It's a small, remote island off the coast of Boston. Sarah lived there with her son and her husband.
I suppose you want to ship me off there.
Darkwater holds the secret regarding my daughter, Mr. Pierce. You must uncover it.
Uh-huh. Well,
I
that's all
think
the
I'm beginning to
information.
understand.
I'm willing to do anything for my daughter to recover her honor.
Quiet down. I'm on your side. Let's sum things up. An artist dies with her family in a house fire. Your only clue is a sort of promontory painting sent from Darkwater right before her death.
Correct. And the rumors about her supposed folly.
Which you don't totally deny.
Find that warehouse. Find out the truth regarding Sarah Hawkins' death. You'll be handsomely compensated.
All right, I'll take the case. I'll go to Darkwater and look into the death of your daughter.
Thank you, Mr. Pierce. I didn't expect any less coming from a man in your situation.
Something's queer. But it's not like I have a choice. Darkwater. I think I've got a book on the North Atlantic. I'll no doubt find some information on this island in there.
The Learning of Medicine, Volume 1. A dense work aimed at interns and young practitioners. This first volume lists all illnesses known in the civilized world, details of symptoms, and suitable treatment. So now we have gained 2% more. We increase things by like 5% each time. This gives us 2% though. Okay, so. Pain depicts a monster silhouette. I can't read the... That's gonna bother me. Guys, apparently my screen size doesn't let me read what's over now. It cuts it off. It's not good, game. Spain depicts a monster silhouette. Threatening a woman and child. Flames can be made out in the background. Stephen Webster, the father of Sarah Hawkins, thinks that it's linked to the death of his daughter. Somehow I read most of that. Okay, so what I see here. I would assume that's her. Simon. That, though. So there's a spoopy thing, which could be related to the thing we see in our dream, with a symbol. I think they had something like that, too. Don't think it was glowing. And then there's fire. She could have very well set the fire. But also, people, apparently. Wealthy business were respected in the Boston area. Stephen Webster came to see me in order that I investigate the death of his only daughter. Charles Hawkins was a local celebrity on Darkwater. The Halford ship owner family, he used to travel a lot. That's how Hawkins started a trip in Paris. They fell in love, got married, and Hawkins took her to the remote island of Darkwater. So Hawkins, the painter known for her tortured artistic universe, she was worshipped for the strangeness of her work and the rarity of her public appearances. You know that she once said, "I paint what my dreams whisper to me." Well, there's a problem right there. Only son of Sarah and Charles Hawkins. He died in the fire. And that's pretty much all we know. He does have a sinister look to him, doesn't he? She has a troubled look, definitely. And he just has a look. Also, that would be a cult thing, wouldn't it? Okay.
Darkwater is off the coast of Boston. But I've never heard of it. According to this book, it was often mentioned during whale hunting times at the end of the 19th century. But it seems to have been shunned since then.
Darkwater Island has been inhabited since the 14th century and is still rich with the many memories left by its lost tribes. But don't let the romanticism of these moving evidences of such naive and primitive beliefs fool you into forgetting how violent their gods were. Gigantic creatures still ornates the walls of long abandoned caves. Was it a sea or a dream god? No one knows, but today's inhabitants, the sons and daughters of the proud whale hunters, still remember the mysterious and tumultuous story of their small land off the coast of Massachusetts.
All I have to do is go to the port. I just hope that I can find a boat able to take me to Darkwater.
Is there anything else? I don't think so. Well, before we go,
I used to be an avid reader.
we used to be an avid reader. We also gained one counterpoint. Pierce hit the Hawkins case. The cursed artist is accused of having caused the fire that killed her and her family. Still no clue. She left her father a disturbing painting on the shipping label and address, where her set on the docks of the island of Darkwater. The place seems to be the starting point for Pierce's investigation. Notice of the loading. I'll probably end the video once we actually get to the island. If this doesn't take forever to load, that is. But yeah, Call of Cthulhu. I remember hearing about this game, I don't know, 2, 3 years ago. Maybe 4? I can't remember. It was a few years back, though. It's like, okay, well, I'll wait for it to come out. Didn't come out. Didn't come out. Didn't come out. And finally this year, it's like, oh, well, it's coming out this October. It's like, oh my god, I have to play that. I have to do a Let's Play on that. It finally came out and the Steam reviews were all mixed and everything, and it's like, I'm still gonna Let's Play this. I waited long enough for this to come out. So even if this is terrible and all that, it doesn't matter. We're still doing this. Because someone from the West Coast called a Cthulhu should probably do a Let's Play on this. I mean, just saying. Enter the madness. Cyanide Studio. Even the air was slightly...
We're almost there.
Maybe I'm just imagining it. It's like a grayish green. Greenish gray. Call of Cthulhu. Oh, it's just that screaming. Still a thing. Skyline. I think I would turn around if I saw just a port like this.
Stay on board. There's guys coming to unload. Welcome to Darkwater Island, Mr. Pierce.
Why, thank you, Captain Fitzroy.
So, what wind brought you?
Does the Hawkins case mean anything to you?
A sad story that we would all prefer to forget. Charles Hawkins may have been a landlubber, but he was a good man.
And his wife, Sarah Hawkins.
A nice young woman, and a great painter. What a tragedy. You know what? Go have a drink at the Stranded Whale. What you need is a good pick-me-up. Mitchell may not be very welcoming, but his bar holds a surprise for you. As for me, you'll find me at the Harbor Master's office. If it's the Hawkins family that brings you here, I have a pile of documents that should interest you.
Understood. I'm going for a look around the docks.
But that's next time. Still so green. Oh, so green. I don't know, it's something about the tone of the green that actually bothers my eyes slightly. Maybe that's intentional. But anyway, so. Well, that was that one that I was investigating, but yeah, this place, I mean, it's like barely a town. It's like basically like rock. all these rocks and stuff, would you actually even sail towards that? I mean, that's just dangerous. But anyway, next time we'll go explore the town. Fun times. Don't think it'll be like Innsmouth. Like Dark Hearts of the Earth with fish people. At least, I don't think it would be fish people. But who knows? Anyway, hope y'all enjoyed. Thank y'all. Have a nice day.